this time, the players will go ahead and form your lines. Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to welcome you to tonight's game. It's proudly sponsored by the town of Strasburg. This evening, Mayor Brandy Hawkins Boyce, Vice Mayor Ashley Kimmons, and the members of the Strasburg Town Council have selected a very, very special young lady to be honored and throw out tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Please join us in welcoming 4-year-old Abigail Stallard. She's accompanied by her mother, Adriana, her father, Devin, and her brother, Gunnar. She has shown incredibly remarkable strength and resilience throughout her young life. Born prematurely, she spent the first 3 months in the neonatal intensive care unit and has faced numerous medical challenges, including a rare genetic condition called cat-eye syndrome, along with hearing loss, airway challenges, and several other complex medical conditions. She has endured an awful lot of surgeries, hospitalizations, yet continues to face every day with courage and determination. What stands out most about her is her spirit. Her bright smile and positive attitude bring joy to everybody she meets. She loves music, she loves books, she loves bubbles, she loves spending time outdoors. She especially loves all things Disney, from Mickey Mouse to her favorite Disney princess. In fact, I think she's going to be there next week as she's preparing for a special Make-A-Wish trip to Disney World. The wish comes at a meaningful time for Abigail and her family, as she's soon going to travel to Boston Children's Hospital for major reconstructive surgery and a lengthy recovery. Tonight, we honor not only her incredible courage, but also the love and support of her family, the strength they have shown together through every challenge, and there have been a whole lot of them. Please join Mayor Brandy Hawkins Boyce, Vice Mayor Kimmons, Town Council, and the entire Strasburg community recognizing this absolutely extraordinary young lady. Let's give a huge Strasburg welcome to Abigail Stallard and her family as she takes the field to throw the first pitch. She's going to need a baseball. All right, boy, Abigail. And the guys in blue won't like, but that's a strike in the Valley League.
The 2026 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight. Some Friday night baseball and a big-time North Division matchup as the 14-15 Strasburg Express hosts the 13-14 Newmarket Rebels. Caden Takashi Trader will get the start tonight for Strasburg. Caden is a 6-foot righty, 195 pounds from Longwood University, hailing from Yorktown, Virginia. The lineup he will face tonight for the visiting Rebels of Newmarket. Leading off and playing shortstop is Jackson Harrison. Batting second is Mike Murphy, the right fielder. Batting third and playing center, it's Mario Magana Jr. Cleanup man tonight for the Rebels, the third baseman, Joe Terranova. Batting fifth, the DH, Carter McKay. Batting sixth and doing the catching, it's Mario Lopez. Batting seventh, it's the left fielder, Matt Murchison. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Matt Murphy. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Maddox Land. Adler Holtz will be on the mound tonight for the Newmarket Rebels. Strasburg coming off of a loss last night against Charlottesville in a game that they out-hit the Tom Sox 16-6. But they walked 13 and hit 2 men. So the offense gave the Express a chance, but the pitching didn't hold up its side of the bargain. So they're hoping they can do better tonight as they continue to cling to one of the final playoff spots in the North Division as we near the playoffs here in 2026. I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. An absolutely beautiful night for baseball here in the Valley. Temperatures are back down into the low to mid 70s. A little bit of breeze, overcast, but we're ready for baseball here on the 10th of July in 2026. Numbers on the year for Takashi Trader, making his 7th outing. He is 1-1 with a 3.86 ERA. He has struck out 16, walked 13 in 14 innings. All right, left-hander Jackson Harrison, the shortstop, steps in. About ready to get started here tonight from Strasburg. First pitch of the game as he kicks and deals, and the pitch is swung on and popped up into left field. Caden Haywood moves toward the line. He makes the catch in fair territory. One pitch, one out here in the top of the first.
The right fielder from Campbell University.
So with one out here in the top of the first inning, it brings up the right fielder, Mike Murphy. Murphy out of Campbell University, 5'11" right-hander, 200 pounds. Comes the pitch to Murphy. Inside, nearly got him. Well, here's an interesting stat. The Rebels have had not one Murphy, not two Murphys, but three Murphys on their team this year. Just hitters, offensive players. 1-0 to Murphy. Takashi Trader deals. That is a check swing, no appeal. Pitch must have been a little bit inside. Now they do appeal, and he didn't go around. 2 balls and no strikes now. Both of these teams in a dogfight, and, you know, hard to say it's a race to the finish line. It's more of a teams are kind of dragging themselves to the finish line, especially in the North Division. 2-0. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Defense tonight behind the starter, Caden Takashi Trader. In the outfield, Haywood in left, Douglas in center, Green in right. In the infield, Ruby at third, Kerwin at short, Kohlmeyer at second, McGowan at first, and Schaefer behind the plate. 2 balls and a strike now to the right-hander. And ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike with Mario Magana, the center fielder, on deck. Takashi Trader works from the stretch. First base side of the rubber. Deep breath and pitch. Swing and a miss. Count full at 3-2. Coming into play tonight, Strasburg up to second when it comes to offense, behind Waynesboro, tied with Purcellville for average. Strasburg leading the league, actually second in the league in home runs, 1 behind Stanton at 24. 3-2 popped up. Shallow, right center. Kohlmeyer backing up. The second baseman makes the catch. And there are 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Now batting the center fielder, number 13, Mario Magana.
With 2 outs, here's Mario Magana Jr., the center fielder, batting .258 on the season. 3 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, and 13 runs driven in. The Rebels have hit just 6 home runs this season. They've also allowed 6 home runs. Magana wave and a miss at a pitch off the plate, 0-1. Dimensions here at First Bank Park, 300 feet down the left and right field lines into straightaway center, the deepest part at 365. Takashi Trader sets and delivers. Swinging another pop-up, but that's going to get out of play, and the count now 0-2. Talked about the Rebels. They're 13-14. They're coming off of a loss. They were actually rained out last night against Front Royal, but the Rebels just 2-8 over their last 10 games. They had been one of the hot starters in the league this year, but then they hit the skids in a big way. 0-2 to Magana Jr., the pitch. And a fastball in there for a called strike 3 and a 1-2-3 top of the first for the right-hander, Caden Takashi Trader. No score as we go to the home half of the first. One of the better arms in the Valley League on the mound tonight for Newmarket. We'll tell you about him right after this. Strasburg coming to bat for the first time tonight, and they will face the right-hander from Florida Southern College, 6'3" righty, 212, Adler Holtz. Holtz has been the second best pitcher on this Newmarket team this year. This is his 8th appearance, 5th start. He has a record of 2-1 with a 2.19 ERA. That's fouled back. Holtz has gone 24 2/3. He's allowed 6 earned runs. He's walked 7 and struck out 28. So, tough customer tonight for Strasburg. Caden Haywood leading off, the left fielder from ECU. That pitch is high. Excuse me, not ECU, WCU. Haywood from Western Carolina University. Caden enters play tonight, hitting .355 on the season. And he swings and pops one up into shallow right. That's going to be trouble, and it's going to be down. So Haywood dumps one into right center field. And the Express have their first hit of the game here on the first batter. So after Haywood had a couple of hits last night, he had 3 hits last night. So he's on with nobody out, and here's Tommy Kerwin. Rest of the lineup for Strasburg. Batting third is Ben Green, the right fielder. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Marshall McGowan. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. That's going to be through for a base hit. So Tommy Kerwin, who entered play tonight hitting .311, has yet another hit, his 24th of the year. And the Express have men at first and second with nobody out. Batting fifth tonight, the DH Brian Trujillo. Batting sixth, Silas Schaefer, the catcher. Batting seventh is Dante Ruby, the third baseman. Batting eighth and playing second, it's J.W. Kohlmeyer. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Jay Douglas. First and second, no outs for Ben Green, who's hitting .424. This is his 11th game. And he takes a strike as it pops out of the catcher's mid, 0-1. Green, 3 doubles, a home run, and 8 RBIs in those first 10 games as a member of the Express. Ben out of UNC Asheville, 6-foot righty from Charlotte, North Carolina. Haywood at second, Kerwin at first, nobody out, bottom of the first. The pitch from Holtz. That's down and away. Defense tonight for Newmarket as the catcher goes out to talk to the pitcher. Murchison in left, Magana Jr. in center, Murphy in right. Terranova at third, Harrison at short, Land at second, Murphy at first, and Lopez behind the plate for the Rebels. It might have been trying to change up the signs as Haywood is out there as a base runner at second. It might have been relaying some information to the batter Green. 1-1. Keeping an eye on the runner at second. That's way outside, 2-1 now. Big hello to everyone tuning in tonight, maybe watching on YouTube, maybe on Facebook. You can also watch on our website, strasburgexpress.org. 2-1. And Green takes up and in. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Typically, this would be the spot where Sam Brown would be hitting, and if you joined us last night, Brown was injured on a slide into home. Appears to be, sounds like it may be an ankle injury. 3-1. Swing and a pop-up. First base side, foul territory with room over there, and making the catch is Murphy. So Green unable to get the job done there, and a big first out for the Rebels.
Number 22, Marshall McGowan.
Was in a 3-1 count, and Green got a pitch and fouled out. Marshall McGowan playing first base tonight in the cleanup spot. Hit a triple last night. He hit triple in back-to-back nights. Can he do it again? The only 2 triples of the season for Strasburg. The pitch. That's a changeup down and away, 1-0. Marshall McGowan, also from Western Carolina University. McGowan comes in tonight hitting .319. 7 doubles, those 2 triples, a home run, and 15 runs driven in. Slugging .522. Takes a little bit high, 2-0. So Holtz falling behind again as he did to Green. He was able to get the pop out. But a hitter's count here for a good fastball hitter in McGowan. 2-0 is hit down the right field line. Moving to his left is Murphy toward foul territory. He puts the glove down and can't make the catch. It's going to be a tough running play, but Murphy unable to make the snag out there. And that is Mike Murphy out there in right. I can't even say M. Murphy because the other Murphy is also an M, Matt Murphy. And then, yeah, the other Matt, too. Murchison out there in left. All right, 2 balls and a strike here. Prime chance for Strasburg to get on the board early. 2-1. Way up and in. 3-1 now. So back-to-back 3-1 counts here for Newmarket starter Adler Holtz. On deck is Brian Trujillo, the DH. 3-1. And that's up and in. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. McGowan draws the 1-out walk to load the bases.
Now batting the DH from Eastern Kentucky University, number 10, Brian Trujillo.
So Brian Trujillo, the DH, will step in. Brian made his debut last night, and he did a really nice job out of the 9 spot. After grounding out in the 3rd, he proceeded to get a hit in his next 4 at-bats. 2 singles, a double, and then another single. He'll bat here with the bases full and 1 out. And a broken bat liner into foul territory. And the count is 0-1, so I'll have to go get a new one. I hope that wasn't the one he was using last night, but I bet it was. So he'll have to go get some new equipment. Really, it was just barely a half swing. Brian out of Eastern Kentucky University from Huntington Beach, California. 5'10", right-hander, 185 pounds. Haywood at 3rd, Kerwin at 2nd, and McGowan at 1st with 1 out in the bottom of the 1st. Fouled back. Holtz gets ahead here, 0-2. See if Holtz can put him away. And staying alive as it's fouled into the dugout. right to the bat boy. So still no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Strasburg had 16 hits last night, 2 so far here in this first inning. 0-2. Swing and a foul back, just getting a piece. Catcher Lopez couldn't hold on, so we'll do it again at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up into shallow center. Coming in, Magana Jr. He will make the lunge catch. Throws to the plate, cut off, and there are 2 outs. Runners have to hold. So not enough on that one to bring in the run.
Kentucky, number 16, Silas Schaefer.
And Holtz has a chance to get out of it here as he'll face the catcher, Silas Schaefer. Strasburg, you know, talked about they're one of the better hitting teams, average-wise, home run-wise. But when it comes to the bases loaded, Strasburg, and we don't have a stat for this, but Strasburg definitely not up there when it comes to batting with the bases full. Schaefer trying to change that here, and he swings and grounds it at third. It's a high hop off the third baseman's glove, and a run will score. It'll be an infield single thanks to the hop at third base. Terranova was able to snag it, but then it popped out of his glove, and he had no play. So Strasburg fortunate there as they catch a break and score a run, and there's a bases-loaded run for him. And for Schaefer, that is his first hit as a member of the Express. He is now 1 for 4. Here's Dante Ruby. He takes down and away, ball 1. So 3 hits here in the inning for Strasburg as they get one across against the right-hander Holtz and trying to do more. Dante Ruby, the batter, hitting .250, 3 for 12 with a couple of RBIs, limited action. That's high, 2-0. Ruby from Keystone College. .59 right-hander, 180, and a hitter's count. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped up and behind the plate, out of play. 2-1 now. Pitch count getting up there for Holtz. 23 pitches so far in this first inning. Not through yet. Fouled back. Ruby was late. 2-2. This is the second to last time these two teams will play here in the regular season. Final game of the regular season will be here next Saturday against the Rebels. 2-2. Ruby swing and a miss at a pitch down and in. And Holtz limits the damage. Strasburg with 3 hits but just 1 run to show for. They leave the bases full as we go to the second. Strasburg leading 1-0.
Nova.
1-0 Strasburg as we go to the top of the second. Rebels send up 4-5-6. Joe Terranova, Carter McKay, and Mario Lopez against the right-hander Caden Takashi Trader, who threw 10 pitches in inning number 1, 7 of those for strikes, 2 pop out, or 1 fly out, a pop out, and a strikeout looking. Joe Terranova, the third baseman, steps in now, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. The count is 0-1. Terranova out of Southeast Missouri State. 6-foot right-hander, 195 pounds. Terranova hitting .236 on this season. A little bit inside. According to what the numbers I'm looking at here, 89 at-bats for Terranova, and he has gone down on strikes 37 times. 1-1. And a little bit low and inside, 2-1 now. So a hitter's count here for the cleanup man to start the top of the second. Rebels trying to respond back after what feels like a victory for them, leaving the bases loaded and giving up just the 1 run. 2-1 popped up, and that'll go out of play first base side. It is 2-2 now. North Division standings, Winchester leading the way at 17-11, 2.5 games up on Percival in second place. Strasburg in third place, just a game behind Percival. Tied in the standings with Newmarket. That's fouled back. The Express percentage points ahead of the Rebels. They have 1 more loss than Newmarket, but they have 1 more win. The Rebels holding the final playoff spot at 13-14. Woodstock and Front Royal on the outside looking in, but they're just 2.5 and 3 games out respectively. 2-2. Fouled back. In the South, Waynesboro 21-8. They've won 4 in a row, 7 out of their last 10. Stanton second at 18-10. And then after that, it drops off. Charlottesville a game under 500. They're in third place, 7 games out of first. Culpeper fourth. Harrisonburg fifth. Covington on their way up. They've won 4 in a row. They're just a game and a half out of the playoffs. 2-2. That's high, 3-2. Stats-wise, Newmarket enters with a team ERA of 5.99, which is 8th best. Strasburg 11th with a 6.61. 3-2, and a leadoff walk. So after Strasburg walked 13 and hit 2 last night, they walked their first here in the top of the second.
The DH from Seminole State, number 43, Carter McKay.
And it brings up Carter McKay, the DH. McKay out of Seminole State from Arlington, Tennessee, 6'3" left-hander, 245 pounds. Strasburg will be looking for a double play here. That's something they did well against the Rebels last time they were here. The pitch. That misses. So now Trader having trouble getting back in the zone. It's 1-0. Crazy stat from several games ago for the Rebels. They played Waynesboro, the best team in the Valley League. 1-0, runner goes, pitch is swung on and hit a mile high into left field. Haywood has a beat on it. He's moving to his right, now coming in, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So McKay is erased for the first down, and it brings up Mario Lopez, the catcher. Lopez out of Rollins College from Tampa, Florida. So the Rebels lost to Waynesboro 4-0 that night. Waynesboro walked the Rebels 13 times and still shut Newmarket out 4-0. That's one of the crazier stats I've ever seen. That doesn't include potentially hit by pitches as well. Pitch is inside for ball 1 to Mario Lopez. We saw we saw Terranova stealing on the pitch prior. You got to keep an eye on these runners. There he goes again. That pitch is fouled back. Again, I was talking about last night, we really need to see more in the development side of college baseball and below when it comes to trying to work on control. Another thing I would think pitchers, the development side, is trying to hold runners, because this summer all the teams we've seen have not been very good at holding runners at first and second even. 1-1. And that's a little bit off the plate according to the home plate umpire. 2-1. It's tough. I mean, if you walk the leadoff man and then you don't hold the runner, it turns into a leadoff double. And runs can add up quickly like that. And if you go with the sequence here, with the pattern, he's going to be going again here. He does not. The 2-1 is swung on and hit a mile high to deep left field, down the line, and it is foul. So Lopez sent that one for a ride, but couldn't keep it fair. Would have been his first home run of the year if he did. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and the count holds at 2-2 here on Foul Ball Friday. At least as of the top of the second inning. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the high heater. Lopez down on strikes. There are 2 outs in the second.
Left fielder from UNC Wilmington, number 17, Matt Murchison.
And it brings up Matt Murchison out of UNC Wilmington. 5'11" left-hander. This is a spot here where you might see some hit and run, try to open up the right side of the infield and hit it through there. Swing and a miss on a all-speed pitch off the plate, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now. The Trader pitch away from getting through this second inning. Rebels with a man at first and 2 outs. Might be inclined to take off, we'll see. He does not, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Still 0-2. Terranova at first. 0-2 to the batter, Matt Murchison. Fouled back. Fortunately, these foul balls are staying on the field, so they can be used again, as long as they don't hit a pole. Strasburg will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the second. Trying to get through the top of the second here. Takashi Trader's pitch is swung on and fouled away. Left side now, and this one toward the parking lot. And it will bounce and roll. Pretty decent crowd here at the ballpark tonight. Parking lot very full. 2 Shenandoah County rivals facing off here in this one. 0-2 again. And that one is hit into the netting, first base side, and several Rebels go running away from that. That is why the netting is there. That would have gone right under and hit somebody in the legs. Now the catcher is standing there. That is Lopez, and he's in his gear, so he would have been fine, I think, if that had hit him. But everybody else. Pitch misses up and in, 1-2. This turned into a long at bat here. It's now 7 pitches between Caden Takashi Trader and Matt Murchison. One, two. That misses, 2-2. Well, after Strasburg threw a lot of arms out there last night, you'd like to get a little bit of length here from Takashi Trader. 5 pitchers threw last night for the Express. Good lead at first, the 2-2. Straight back. That was a jaw shot for us. And again, thankful for the netting. Or we'd be looking for some new personnel up here tonight. Just gotta hope have to hope a hole never develops in that netting. 2-2, swing and another foul ball. This one bouncing just in front of a car. I was in Woodstock the other night for the Strasburg-Woodstock game, and a ball actually landed in the bed of a truck, which was best case scenario. Hopefully they had a rhino lining in there. 2-2 again. The pitch, runner goes, it is swung on and popped up into left center field. Douglas moving to his right, the center fielder calls it in left center, and that will do it here in the inning. So a long inning, pitch-wise, but no damage done by the Rebels. Leadoff walk does not come across. In fact, he doesn't leave first. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg leading Newmarket 1-0. First pitch here in the bottom of the second to J.W. Kohlmeyer is popped into right and caught out there by Mike Murphy.
The center fielder from Eastern Kentucky.
He was looking to drop it in, but did not happen that way. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the bottom of the second against the right-hander Adler Holtz. And now for Strasburg, you just have to try to get back in the groove because you don't want Holtz to get into a groove as good as he has been this summer. Here's Jay Douglas, the center fielder out of Eastern Kentucky University. Got the night off last night. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. Douglas hitting a .189, just his 10th game back as a member of the Express this year. 1-0. That call it a strike. 1-1. That's outside. 2-1. Douglas swings and drives one into left. That'll be down for a base hit. So Jay has his first hit of the night and some speed on the bases for the Express to start the bottom of the second. Back to the top of the lineup for Strasburg. Here's Caden Haywood. He singled his first time up in inning number 1. Came around to score the only run of the game. So 4 hits already for the Express. None of them have been all that hard. They've been well located. Haywood takes inside for ball 1. Let's see if Douglas is going to take off. He has really good speed. Not a big lead right now. In fact, he just steps back into the bag. I think he's just toying with them, and when he wants to go, he'll get the lead that he needs. Does have his sliding mid on. 1-0. Douglas does not go, and the pitch misses. 2-0. One thing you'd like to do is if you can get Douglas to second, that would take the double play off the board in case Haywood hits it on the ground. Sometimes he does hit it on the ground. 2-0. Swing and a drive into center field. That is backing Magana Jr. up. He has a beat, though, and makes the catch. There are 2 outs. And Tommy Kerwin will step in for the second time tonight. Kerwin with a base hit on the first pitch he saw in the first inning. Kerwin out of Wofford. Douglas goes. He got a good jump. Throw to second, not in time. So Jay Douglas picks up a stolen base and gets a man into scoring position here for Strasburg with 2 outs. That is the 4th steal of the season for Jay. He's 4 for 5. Thrown out 1 time in Woodstock. 1-0. Kerwin takes outside. 2-0. Hitter's count for Kerwin. Swing and a foul tip held on to. Two and one. Holtz checks and deals. Ground ball left side. Backhand pickup by the shortstop. He's going to have to hurry. Throw is not in time. Back pick, back to third, not in time. It'll be an infield single for Tommy Kerwin.
Right fielder, number 11, Ben Green.
And now men on the corners with 1 out. So Ben Green will try to come up with a big hit here. First and third, 2 outs. Green fouled out. The pitch is high. Throw to second, not in time. Stolen base there for Tommy Kerwin. So Kerwin takes the bag. It takes the force away. Now a base hit could potentially score 2 runs for Strasburg. One-0. That's up and away. 2-0. Hitter's count. That's up and away again. 3-0 now. That's now 40 pitches for Adler Holtz. Through an inning and 2/3, and he's behind 3-0 to Ben Green, the 3-hitter in the lineup. And that's right down Broadway for a strike. 3-1. If Green could get on, Marshall McGowan would bat for the second time tonight. He walked back in the first. Holtz looking to get out of another jam here, and he misses for ball 4. And the bases are full. Apologize, our scoring program having some connection issues tonight, so our scoreboard may fall behind from time to time as this issue has been occurring, but try to get it back up if you're following live stats. All right, bases full, 2 outs for McGowan. Strasburg looking to get a big hit here. And he swings and hits a high fly ball to right center field. That ball is deep, and it is gone. Grand slam, Marshall McGowan. And the Express lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. So McGowan, who has tripled in back-to-back nights, has homered here tonight, and it's a grand slam to make it 5-0 Express.
Now batting the DH, number 10, Brian Trujillo.
So a big-time hit and a big-time spot there for Strasburg, just as he did in Woodstock the other night when he had the bases loaded and he tripled. 5-0, here's Brian Trujillo, and he swings and fouls it off 0-1. McGowan has heated up again. Got off to a hot start, cooled off a little bit, but he is back in the groove and hits a big fly there for the Express. 0-1 now to Brian Trujillo, and he swings and grounds one to third. That'll be a foul ball. And the count is now 0-2. Strasburg up to 6 hits on the night already. And putting a dent in what was a very, very respectable ERA for Holtz entering play. 0-2, that's a sharp liner, but foul to the left of third base. Still 0-2. So far, Holtz has gone an inning and 2/3, 5 earned runs. He has 1 strikeout and 2 walks. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off. That was a slow breaking ball that he threw to Ruby in the first inning when he struck him out on that pitch that was inside. It's like a slow, some type of a off-speed pitch or a split finger or something. 0-2 again, and another foul ball. Express are making Holtz work here tonight. Home plate umpire has to go fetch some more baseballs. Oh, 2 again. That misses off the plate. 1-2. Douglas with a hit here in the inning, Kerwin a hit, and then McGowan after the walk to Green to load the bases with the grand slam to right center field. 1-2. There's that slow breaker again. Almost looks like a knuckle curve. It misses. 2-2. 2-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out on a fastball inside part of the plate, and that will do it in the inning, but not before Strasburg scores 4 runs. Capped off by a grand slam by Marshall McGowan. We go to the third. Strasburg leads Newmarket 5-0 on the Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the third inning. Strasburg Express 5, Newmarket Rebels nothing. Rebels send up 8, 9, and 1. Matt Murphy, Maddox Land, and back to the top of the lineup in Jackson Harrison. Caden Takashi Trader back to work for inning number 3 here. Pitch count 36 pitches, 24 of those for strikes. First pitch grounded to short. Fielded there by Tommy Kerwin. Throw to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Feels like the first inning.
Now batting the second baseman from Chattahoochee Valley Community College, number 12, Maddox Land.
Here's Maddox Land out of Chattahoochee Valley Community College from Pace, Florida. The pitch, swing and a miss. Chattahoochee Valley Community College. They're in Phoenix City, Alabama. Phoenix City, Alabama. The 0-1, and that's in there for a strike. They were founded in 1973. Do we have any guesses on what their mascot is? 0-2. Swing and a bloop. That will be caught. Snow cone out there in right center by the second baseman, J.W. Kohlmeyer, who was sprinting backward. Just enough time to reach up and make the snag. Water moccasins is not correct. Nope. A lot of guesses up here. Here's the pitch to the leadoff man, Harrison. And the pitch is a strike. I'll give a hint. The mascot is a major league team, and they're in the National League. Braves. 0-1. And that's a liner up the middle past the glove of Takashi Trader into center. And that is the first hit of the game for the Rebels, coming here with 2 outs in the third.
Right fielder, number 7, Mike Murphy.
It is not the Braves. Brings up Mike Murphy, the right fielder. All right, I'll give this hint, and this will give it away. Willie Stargell. The Pirates. They are the Pirates. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. Or in today's day, I could have just said Paul Skeens, but that wouldn't have been as fun. Roberto Clemente. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Ryan O'Hearn, yeah. Orioles shouldn't have let him go. 1-0. Swing and a foul ball. And the count is 1-1. So there's, we didn't get to much history last night, so there's some info tonight on you. Chattahoochee Valley Community College out of Phoenix City, Alabama, the Pirates. Just saw a big flash. Don't know where that came from. That would have been a big camera. Swing and a miss. Runner going to second. Tag not in time. So a stolen base there for Jackson Harrison. One ball, 2 strikes. Rebels with a man in scoring position trying to get on the board here against the Express. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Mike Murphy down on strikes. Takashi Trader, 3 shutout innings, and Strasburg holds their 5-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third. Back to Strasburg, a quick out on a quick first pitch as Silas Schaefer flies out. So 1 up, 1 down, and it brings up Dante Ruby. Ruby swings and misses at the first pitch. So Schaefer retired for the first time tonight after he singled and picked up an RBI back in the first. And that misses. One ball, one strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Strasburg leading Newmarket 5-0. Ruby takes ball 2. That one was getting the call when we played Percival here last time. That side armor was throwing that pitch up there, and it was getting it every time. 2-1. Ruby lines one sharply but foul. A couple of hard-hit balls for the Express, but they've been foul balls. And now the count evens at 2-2. No, the McGowan one stayed fair. That one was between the poles. 2-2. And that is popped up in the infield, giving it a look land. Maddox backing and getting under it to make the catch. And 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the third, bringing up J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 6, J.W.
Other games going on around the Valley League tonight. One postponement, Covington at Charlottesville. Bottom of the third, Front Royal leads Winchester 2-1. Top of the third, Percival leading Woodstock 6-1. Bottom of the first, Waynesboro leading Stanton 2-1. And I don't know if Culpeper and Harrisonburg are rained out or what happened there. And now Kohlmeyer swings at the first pitch. Well, that was a quick inning. Catch is made over there by Murphy, Matt Murphy, and that will do it. That was about a 6-pitch inning there, if that, for Adler Holtz. Strasburg goes very quickly. And we're through 3, going to the 4th. Express 5, Rebels nothing on the Express Baseball Network. All right, a little bit of a longer half inning there from Express, handing out scholarships to softball and baseball graduate of Strasburg High School. We go back to play here, going to the top of the fourth. Mario Magana Jr. leads off, and the pitch is grounded to second. Kohlmeyer to his left. He will field, he will throw, and get the out. Another one pitch out. Is there something happening later tonight that these guys need to get there for? It is Friday night, but
Third baseman, number 25, Joe Terranova.
both teams swinging early and often. That will bring Joe Terranova to the plate. Terranova, the third baseman, walked his first time up, and then he was stuck at first after that. He walked to lead off the second. See if he's aggressive here. And inside, just not getting that inside to the right-handers tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-0 to score. Big swing of the game tonight. The grand slam by Marshall McGowan back in the second inning. 1-0. Swinging a high fly to right field. That's pretty well hit. Backing the right fielder up to the wall and making the catch right there at the wall is Green. And there are 2 outs here in the fourth. So 2 quick outs to start the top of the fourth. It brings up Carter McKay, the DH. McKay with a fly out to left his first time up. So that's, 3 pitches so far this inning? And that misses. One-0. Swing and a pop-up. Third base side. Ruby giving it a look in foul territory. It's out of play, I think. Oh, yeah. Out of play. So the count now 1-1. That was pitch number 50 for Takashi Trader tonight. The 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Trader looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He sets and deals, and the pitch is lined in the left center. That's going to be down for a base hit. Douglas moving to his right to cut it off, keeping it from going into the gap. So that'll be hit number 2 of the night for the Rebels. It comes with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
The catcher, number 3, Mario Lopez.
Here's Mario Lopez, the catcher. He struck out swinging on a high fastball his only time up. Lopez, wave and a miss. Pitch inside and down. Couldn't connect, 0-1. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Strasburg. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Newmarket Rebels. Fouled back, a slight ding off the pole. Oh and 2. Oh, 2 misses, 1-2. 1-2 to the catcher, Mario Lopez. Breaking ball and a called strike 3, and that will end it here in the top of the 4th. So Lopez has struck out twice, and we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Strasburg 5, Newmarket nothing. The Express will send up 9-1-2 when we return here on the Express Baseball Network. Jay Douglas leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 4th, 9-1-2. And Douglas swings and hits one down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and Jay's going to go running for a while here. He hustles into second with a stand-up double on the first pitch here in the bottom of the 4th. Jay is halfway to the cycle with a single and a double.
Left fielder number 50, Caden Haywood.
Douglas has been swinging it well the last 2 or 3 games. Back to the top of the lineup, here's Caden Haywood, the left fielder. He has singled, scored a run, and flown out to center. Adler Holtz back to the mound. He is at 59 pitches, just 35 of those for strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That ball gets away past the catcher. That'll be a wild pitch. So Douglas practically could have walked in the third there with his speed and the fact that the ball took a really weird bounce. And the infield's going to come flying in here, 0-1. Swinging a ground ball foul by Haywood, 0-2. Caden will be followed by Tommy Kerwin here in the last of the 4th inning. On what's going to be a sweatshirt kind of night here at the ballpark. 0-2. That's in the dirt. Gets away, but Douglas holds up. Not a lot of foul territory here at the ballpark, and the backstop pretty tight. Not like Newmarkets or Front Royals or Harrisonburgs, Charlottesville's. 1-2. Grounded foul. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. And Holtz just broke his belt. So he is calling in a belt replacement, and that'll be delivered by Russ Thompson.
There's something screwy around here.
So a new belt will be put on by Holtz Giving him a moment to get that on. Fortunately, apparently the clock is not running right now. One ball, two strikes to Haywood after the new belt was put on by Holtz. And he misses down low. Off speed, 2-2. Bottom of the fourth. 5-0 Strasburg looking to add on. Haywood grounds it up the middle, and that'll get the job done. Caden with his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. His first RBI as Jay Douglas comes in to score. And the Express lead it 6-0 here against the Rebels. And brings up Tommy Kerwin. So a visit to the mound while they talk. We'll be right back. All right, here's Kerwin. Tommy pops it up foul. Caden Haywood at first after the RBI single when the infield was playing in, making it 6-0. Kerwin is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. Here's a check to first, and back in safely is the big man, Caden Haywood. Now 8 hits on the night for the Express. 0-1, and that misses. There is some throwing going on down in the Rebels bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Having trouble reading his name, so wait to see who that is. 1-1. Kerwin pops it up. Shallow left, backing up third baseman Terranova. Harrison coming out, but it'll be Terranova who makes the catch. And Kerwin retired for the first time tonight. It brings up Ben Green, the right fielder. First pitch to Green is in there for a strike, 0-1. Green, a foul out to first in the first, walk and a run scored in the second. Haywood drawing a couple of throws over there, and his lead is very minimal. 0-1. That's low. Good take there from the Strasburg right fielder out of UNC Asheville. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to batter number 11. Green fouls it off. And it's now 1-2. Holtz up above 70 pitches now, so you got to think he's nearing the end of his rope. Could be the last couple of hitters here. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Waiting back on it is Harrison. He will go to second for 1. Relay back to first, not in time. So it'll be a fielder's choice as Green reaches. Haywood erased. And will they let Holtz face McGowan again here?
First baseman, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
McGowan a walk in the first and a grand slam to right center in the second. He will bat here again for the third time against Holtz with a man at first and 2 outs. The set and the pitch. Breaking ball. Ooh, called a strike. 0-1. That was a pitcher's pitch and an impossible pitch for McGowan to do anything with. Oh, 1. There's a similar pitch, not as good looking. That one down and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Green at first, McGowan the batter. 1-1 from Holtz. Grounded to short. It's going to be a tough play in the hole. Harrison, long throw to first, not in time. Beating it out on the infield single is McGowan. Put it in play and see what happens. It was a tough look for Harrison, who had to move to his right, pick it up, and throw it across the diamond off balance. Didn't get enough on it, and McGowan able to beat it out. So McGowan 2 for 2. He's halfway to the cycle, a single and a home run. 9th hit overall, and here's Brian Trujillo, the DH. He has popped out and struck out. He's looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. And there's that breaking ball down and in the dirt, ball 1. Line drive off the glove of the diving shortstop. It's going to roll past him and all the way past the left fielder, who couldn't cut the ball off. 2 runs are going to score. Throw to the plate, not in time. Trujillo with a double. And another hit for Strasburg. Green and McGowan come in to score. That was a sharply hit liner off the glove of Harrison, who tried to make the play. It then rolled out into left field, and for some reason Murchison couldn't cut the ball off, let it go all the way around him into the wall. And it's 8-0 Strasburg, as Trujillo has his first hit of the night, and he now has 5 hits going back to last night. Here's Silas Schaefer, the catcher. He's going to show bunt, pull back and take for a ball, 1-0. Schaefer's 1 for 2, RBI single in the first. 8-0 Strasburg here in the fourth against Holtz. 1-0. Schaefer fouls it off. That was pitch number 80 for Holtz. 1-1. And a fister up the middle. That's going to be through for a hit, and here comes the runner to the plate. It's bobbled in center. Schaefer's going for second, and it's not in time. Scoring from second is Trujillo. It'll be an RBI single and an E8 out there on Magana. Second hit of the night for Schaefer, as that one came off the bat in a very odd way. 9-0 Strasburg. And we've got a visit and a call to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new pitcher right after this. New pitcher for the Rebels is the right-hander Caleb Short. Short out of Louisiana Tech from Little Rock, Arkansas. And he is facing Dante Ruby. First pitch is hit down the right field line. This could be trouble. Going back, and it's just foul. Mike Murphy was moving to his left and just kept on cutting toward the right and couldn't stay fair. Went off the wall out there. 9-0 Strasburg with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. The Express chased the right-hander Adler Holtz out of the game. Holtz with by far his worst outing of the year, giving up 9 runs. Could be 10 if that runner from second scores. 0-1 to Dante Ruby. He is 0 for 2, strikeout in the pop-out. Short deals outside, 1-1. One pitch. That is hit well but foul. Numbers on the year for the right-hander Short. This is his 13th outing. He has 4 saves on the year. 6.14 ERA, 1-2 record. 19 strikeouts and 14 2/3. 1-2. That's up and in. In fact, Short is the only, no. Short and Caden Freeman are the only 2 players to have saves for the Rebels. So Newmarket going to their closer here. 2-2. And a wave and a miss. And that will do it in the fourth, but not before Strasburg continues to add on to their lead. And they have a 9-0 lead as we're through 4 and off to the 5th. Friday Night Baseball from Strasburg. We'll be back after this. Luke Godwin taking over on the mound for the Express as we go to the top of the 5th. Tip of the cap to Caden Takashi Trader, the starter tonight for Strasburg, going 4 innings, allowing just 2 hits. Didn't give up any runs. He walked 1, and he struck out 4.
They actually brought some down to us, so many thanks.
So Godwin takes over for Trader. It'll be 7, 8, 9 Murchison, Murphy and Land, and the first pitch from Godwin misses for ball one. Luke, 5'11" righty out of Anderson University from Greenwood, South Carolina. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, got it right by him. Godwin's numbers to this point in the season, this is his 9th appearance. 2.87 ERA with a record of 1-0. He has struck out 22 and walked 6. That is lined to first and past the diving attempt of McGowan into right. And he is going for second. Here's the throw, and it is not in time. Bang, bang play out there. Green with a strong throw in and a gutsy decision down 9-0 to try it there, but it worked out for Murchison, and he has himself a double to lead off the 5th. So it brings up Matt Murphy, the first baseman, who has grounded out to short tonight. Godwin's pitch. Misses, ball one. That was the 3rd hit tonight for Newmarket. 1-0. And that is grounded to short. Runner is in a rundown. I don't know what he's thinking, trying to take off there. And he is safe at second. And now the question is, did he go out of the baseline? Kerwin was going to go to first with the throw, but decided to try to get Murchison, who had come off the bag, to try to go to third, even though the ball was right in front of him. That'll just be a fielder's choice. And first and second now with nobody out. Well, he wanted to throw it to first, but it was just so blatantly. Here's a grounder up the middle. Kohlmeyer goes to first. They get the out there, and there's one out. The runners move up to second and third. So good to get an out on the play. That could have gone very badly. So now second and third with one out for the top of the lineup, Jackson Harrison, the shortstop, 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. So what an odd inning this has been. Nearly a throw out on the double at second, then a fielder's choice. Pitch misses from Godwin, 1-0. And then that play at second where Kerwin was going to throw it to first, but then was going to try to tag the runner. He somehow got out of it. 1-0. That's right there. And Kerwin did the right thing because you're supposed to run at the base runner. And he just couldn't catch up. Murchison was too elusive. So Strasburg with the 1-1. That skips to the plate. 2-1 now. Yeah, for the Express, you're playing the out game. You're trying to get as many outs as you can. And, you give up a run or two here and there. That's one thing. But you really have to continue to just get outs. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Harrison. And that is grounded up the middle. That's going to be fielded by Kerwin behind the bag. His off balance throw to first is in time. They get the out at first. A run scores, and it's 9-1. So an RBI ground out there from Harrison. It's a nice play there from Kerwin.
If you read admission tickets, we've got some nice giveaways courtesy of Town of Strasburg. That'll be coming up.
So it's 9-1. The shutout is gone. And Murphy, Mike Murphy, has popped out and struck out. He will bat here with a man at third and 2 outs. Godwin delivers. Fastball, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look in here. The pitch. That is popped up in the center. Douglas came in a step. Now he's going to back up. Straightaway center makes the catch. And that will do it in the 5th. Newmarket gets on the board. Strasburg losing the shutout. However, they do lead 9-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And the Express will send up 8, 9, and 1 when we return on the Express Baseball Network. J.W. Kohlmeyer leads off for the Express as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 9-1 Strasburg on top. Kyle Gutshaw with you from First Bank Park in Strasburg. Kohlmeyer 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of pop outs. And the pitch from the right-hander short is a called strike. Again, Adler Holtz going just 3 2/3 tonight. 11 hits, 9 runs. They were all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball, and Kohlmeyer was fooled. 0-2. I can see why Short has 4 saves on the year. He's got some good stuff for the Rebels. 0-2 to Kohlmeyer. Swing and a miss. So that was a quick out, number 1. Brings up Jay Douglas. He has singled and doubled tonight. Since Short has come into the game, the Express have not looked all that comfortable. Third baseman playing back. Could be a bunt spot here for Douglas. Swing and a miss. Got the breaking ball and cut through it. 0-1. Looks like Short is on a different planet right now compared to what we've seen tonight. There's that breaking ball, but Douglas spits on it and takes it for a ball. 1-1. One grounded left side, and Douglas has another hit. Between the third baseman and shortstop, Douglas found the hole. He's 3 for 3 out of the 9 hole. 2 singles and a double.
Left field, number 50, Caden.
And back to the top of the lineup, and Caden Haywood. There's hit number 12 for Strasburg after they had 16 last night in the loss to Charlottesville. Yeah. Haywood is 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI. He's also flown out to center. Check to first. Douglas back in safely. Take a look around the Valley League. Get some scores here in just a moment. Haywood takes low for a strike. 0-1. Bottom of the fifth, Winchester leading Front Royal 6-2. Bottom of the fourth, Percival all over Woodstock 9-3. Check the first, Douglas back in again. Bottom of the third, Waynesboro leading Stanton 5-2. Again, no score in the Culpeper-Harrisonburg game. Doesn't even look like they're playing. And then Covington and Charlottesville were rained out. 0-1 coming up here to Haywood. And he fouls it back, 0-2. Front Royal needing to win games as they're losing tonight. They've got to start winning some to have a chance for the final playoff spot. 0-2 to Haywood. That's up and in. 1-2. Woodstock as well. They've got to start winning some games. And a big one here tonight between these two teams, separated by just percentage points in the standings. 1-2. Way off the plate, 2-2. Again, the Rebels have lost 8 out of their last 10, and Strasburg, pretty much a perfect summary of the year. They've won 5 out of their last 10. 2-2. And they called strike 3. Haywood knew it. He goes down on strikes, and that is the second out of the fifth inning.
Number 5, Tommy Kerwin.
And with 2 outs, it brings Tommy Kerwin to the plate. Kerwin 2 for 3, couple of singles, a run scored, and a stolen base. Lefty facing the righty. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Throw to second, not in time. So Jay Douglas has his second stolen base of the night. He's in the scoring position once again. On the steal. Now Kerwin with an RBI chance. That's low for a strike, 1-1. With runners in scoring position tonight, the Express are 6 for 10. And with runners on, they're 8 for 16. 500 and 600 clips. Ground ball to short. That's going to be through. Douglas blocking off the view of the shortstop. Here's the throw to the plate. It's high. And moving to second is Kerwin. What an IQ play there by Douglas. Standing in front of the shortstop, blocking it off the viewpoint. And that allowed it to trickle through the hole for the base hit to make it 9-1, make it 10-1. And here is Ben Green. So Douglas comes in to score on the base hit from Tommy Kerwin. Kerwin with 3 singles tonight. He moved up to second on the throw. And now Ben Green batting for the 4th time. He has fouled out, walked, reached on a fielder's choice, and scored 2 runs. The pitch. That's down and away, ball 1. How about some of these offensive numbers tonight for the Express? McGowan with 2 hits, Douglas with 3, Kerwin with 3, Schaefer with 2, Haywood with 2, Trujillo with 1. One is inside the green, 2-0. And up to 13 hits tonight for the Express. Hitters count here for Ben Green. Ground ball to second. Fielded there by Land. His throw to first is in time. And that will put an end to the 5th, but not before Strasburg gets the run back that they surrendered in the top of the inning. Through 5 and off to the 6th. All Strasburg leading 10-1. Back to play as we go to the top of the sixth. Strasburg leading Newmarket 10-1. Godwin back to the rubber, facing Mario Magana Jr. leading off. He has struck out and grounded out tonight. Count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt, 2-1 now. Well, we have a second. We'll look at some scores around Major League Baseball tonight. No finals to this point, but we do have some scores. Tigers lead the Phillies 10-2 in the bottom of the seventh. Yankees leading the Nationals 1-0 in the first. Orioles on top of the Royals 3-2 in the seventh. 2-1, and Magana swings and drives one to right field, and it is off the top of the wall. He thought he hit it out, so he's only going to get a single. And Magana will stop at first after the long single off the wall and right. That is the fourth hit for Newmarket. All hits have been in different innings for the Rebels to this point. Probably just jinxed it, but here's Joe Terranova. He has walked and lined out to right tonight. That's high. Reds lead the Cubs 1-0 in the sixth inning. Rays lead the Mariners 4-2 in the seventh. Guardians over the Marlins 3-1 in the seventh. Red Sox lead the Mets 2-1 in the fourth. Godwin checks him, and close play at first. Last thing you can do is get picked off, down 10-1. White Sox lead the A's 1-0 in the fourth. Astros trail the Rangers 2-0 in the third. Twins over the Angels 1-0 in the third. Braves and Cardinals no score in the third. Other games tonight at 9:40, Blue Jays are in San Diego. At 10:10, the Dodgers host the Diamondbacks. 10:15, Rockies are at the Giants. One postponement tonight, the Brewers and the Pirates. 1-0 the count now to Terranova. Takes high, 2-0. Looking for a double play is Luke Godwin. And that's high again, 3-0. That's in there for a strike. Three-one, and another check to first. Back in safely. 3-1 to Joe Terranova. And ball four. First and second, nobody out here for Newmarket. And Carter McKay, the DH, will bat. He has singled and flown out to left tonight. We'll also get to some history here. And between the sixth and seventh inning. Got a visit to the mound. Talk to Luke Godwin, who been a little bit off tonight, not as crisp as we have seen him in previous outings. To this point, he has gone an inning plus, allowed an earned run. He has no strikeouts, and he has a walk.
If you're driving a Toyota Tacoma, license number UCU 4934, congratulations. You've got the dirtiest car in the parking lot. You can go down to the train station and pick up a gift certificate to White Horse Auto Spa and clean it up.
All right, first and second, nobody out for the lefty and DH, Carter McKay. Godwin looking for outs. That's high. His release point is not where it needs to be right now. One 0. That's in there. 1-1. Our first history note will be coming from July 10th, 1901. Get to that here in a moment. 1-1. Godwin takes a deep breath, checks the runner at second, and deals. And that is in there. No, it's not. Low. Schaefer didn't like it. He thought it was a strike. I thought it was a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Last thing you want to do is walk another man here, and then things start to get too interesting. Missing again, 3-1. And that is popped up. Infield fly will come out. Actually, no infield fly was called. That'll be a catch made there, I think, by the pitcher, nearly colliding with the catcher.
Catcher number 3, Mario.
That's a big out right there on a 3-1 count. I'm still not understanding how that wasn't an infield fly, but okay. He had not only one man camped under it, but 2 men were camped under it. All right, 1 out, and Mario Lopez, the catcher, has struck out looking and swinging tonight. And grounds it up the middle. That'll be past the diving shortstop, Kerwin, into center. Douglas with a little bobble out there. The run will score. It's 10-2, RBI single for Mario Lopez. So Rebels getting that run right back after Strasburg answered back in the bottom of the 5th. As Magana comes around to score from second.
Left fielder number 17, Matt Murchison.
And here's Matt Murchison, the left fielder. He has doubled, scored a run, and flown out to center. Godwin at 28 pitches, just 50% of those are strikes to this point. That's in there for a strike. History on this day in 1901, the Boston Nationals picked up 15 hits and 12 innings against Pittsburgh, but they failed to score. 0-1. That's high. The Pirates finally pushed over a run to win the game 1-0. Boston set a record for most hits and no runs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to the left fielder. Popped up and out of play. Today in 1911, Sherry Magee, star outfielder for the Phillies, knocks out umpire Bill Finnerman with 1 punch after being ejected for disputing a called strike. Magee suspended for the rest of the year, but upon appeal was reinstated after 5 weeks and 36 games. On this day in 1911, when you could punch an umpire. 1-2. Ground ball first base side, it's foul. Let me rephrase that. You could still punch one now, but the penalty would be much, much worse. Yeah, much different than a 36-game suspension. You get more for that if you gamble and stuff nowadays. All right, Godwin ahead 1-2. Matt Murphy, the first baseman, waiting on deck. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Schaefer, keeping the runners in front. Today in 1923, Cardinals rookie pitcher Johnny Stewart hurls 2 complete game victories over Boston, winning by scores 11-1 and 6-3. So 97 years ago, you could still throw 2 complete games in one day. But the game's changed since then. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Godwin punched his ticket. First strikeout for Luke. There are 2 outs here in the 6th, and it brings up Matt Murphy, the first baseman.
Number 28, Matt Murphy.
Murphy looking to keep the inning going here for the Rebels, who have scored in back-to-back innings, the 5th and the 6th. Swing and a foul tip. Today in 1932, Indians' Johnny Burnett collects a record 9 hits and 11 at-bats in an 18-inning game in which the A's outscored Cleveland 18-17. Jimmy Fox hit 3 home runs in that game. 0-1 high, 1-1. Today in 1935, the Tigers' win streak ends despite a record-tying 10 doubles and a 12-11 loss to Washington. That's fouled back, 1-2. Today in 1936 at Forbes Field, Chuck Klein hits 4 home runs in one game, including the tiebreaker in the 10th inning, helping the Phillies defeat the Pirates 9-6. He was the oldest player to ever accomplish that feat, 36 years old, to hit 4 in one game. 1-2 and a swing and a miss there from Murphy. He was fooled trying to get the fastball off the plate, and that will do it in the 6th. A run comes across for Newmarket. Strasburg leads 10-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Express Baseball Network. Marshall McGowan leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and the first pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Marshall having a night. Single, a grand slam home run, and a walk. He scored 2 runs and has 4 runs driven in. Caleb Short still on the mound for the Rebels. Fouled back. Short's got good velocity on his fastball, and his off-speed pitch looks like a slider or a sweeper. It has good movement to it, horizontal movement. McGowan behind 0-2 against the right-hander Short. Fouling it away, staying alive. Oh, 2. That misses. That pitch misses a little bit off the plate, 2-2. 2-2 from Short to Marshall McGowan. Here it comes. And a line drive in the right center. That's going to go toward the wall. McGowan on his way to second. Here's the throw. It's not in time, and McGowan now just a triple shy of the cycle. He has the single, he has the double, and he has the home run. On top of it, a grand slam home run. McGowan is locked in at the plate.
The DH, number 10, Brian Trillo.
Now, if he could trade one of his triples from the 2 prior nights, that'd be pretty good, but I don't think you'd want to take it away from the Woodstock game. So McGowan with yet another extra base hit as we have some fireworks going off. Here's Brian Trillo, the DH. He is 1 for 3. Doubled and scored his last time up. That pitch misses, 1-0. Today in 1947, in a rain-interrupted game, Don Black of the Cleveland Indians pitches a no-hitter, beating the Philadelphia Athletics 3-0. 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. One wave and a miss. Today in 1947, James Davis, a 20-year-old outfielder of the Longhorn League, died as a result of being hit in the head by a pitch ball on July 3rd. He was hitting .333 with 19 home runs in 48 games. 1-2. Popped it up in the infield, charging Matt Murphy. He's going to call it and make the catch in fair territory. There's 1 out here in the 6th.
Number 16, Silas Schaefer.
Silas Schaefer steps in. He's 2 for 3. Couple of RBIs. Tell you, the catcher production for the Express the last week and a half has been really impressive. First pitch coming up to Schaefer from Eastern Carolina. Excuse me, no, I'm messing that up there. Yes, Eastern Kentucky. Schaefer out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Oh, 1, popped him up. Shallow center, backing up. Shortstop into center to make the catch is Hairston. There are 2 outs. So back-to-back pop-outs after the leadoff double, and now Dante Ruby will step in. He's 0 for 3.
The batter, number 1, Dante Ruby.
Runner going to third. Here's the throw, and it is not in time. nearly thrown into the outfield. Marshall McGowan with a stolen base, so add that to his stat list tonight. Yeah, how many times have we seen that throw end up down in left field, but a nice job by Terranova to go up and get the ball, keep it in front. So now runner at third, didn't change a whole lot. 1-0 to Ruby, fouled back. Today in 1986, Oil Can Boyd goes into rage after learning that he had been left off the American League All-Star team, storming out of Fenway Park prior to Boston's game against the Angels. He was suspended indefinitely by the Red Sox. 1-1 is inside. And eventually scuffle with local police before checking into a hospital for psychiatric testing. Oil Can Boyd on this day in 1986. 2-1, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. So Strasburg wasting a leadoff double by Marshall McGowan. It remains a 10-2 game as we go to the 7th from First Bank Park here in Strasburg. New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be the right-hander Jacob Chadwell. Chadwell taking over. He'll face 9-1-2. Maddox Land, Jackson Harrison, and Mike Murphy. First pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Final line tonight for Strasburg's Luke Godwin. And Luke going 2 innings tonight, allowing 3 hits, a couple of runs. Both were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 2. So Chadwell, the new pitcher, he is out of Longwood University from Chesapeake, Virginia, 6'4", righty, 210. Get to a little bit more history here in the top of the 7th inning. 0-1 to Maddox Land. He has popped out and grounded out tonight. Ground ball up the middle, off the glove of Chadwell, and that's going to be an infield single. That's one of those for Chadwell where you either got to make the play or let it go by you.
Shortstop, number 24, Jackson Harrison.
And it killed the momentum of the ball. So an infield single for the Rebels, who have been racking up the hits the last few innings. So Jackson Harrison, who has flown out, singled, and brought in a run on an RBI ground out. That pitch misses. Hairston awaits the pitch from Chadwell. Popped him up. We've seen plenty of those tonight as the purple firework goes off beyond right field. Kohlmeyer there to make the catch, and there's one out. Brings up Mike Murphy's 0 for 3 with a couple of pop-outs and a strikeout swinging. Today in 2009, Jonathan Sanchez of the Giants threw the first Major League no-hitter of the season. Took until July 10th, 2009. Check to first. Back in safely is Land. Grounded foul. Today in 2017, Aaron Judge of the Yankees adds another flourish to his outstanding rookie season as he wins the Home Run Derby in Miami at Marlins Park, the eve of the 2017 All-Star Game, with a total of 47 home runs, including 4 measured at over 500 feet. Hometown favorite Giancarlo Stanton was eliminated in the first round. 0-1, runner goes, the pitch is fouled back. And it's 0-2. Today in 2020, catcher Buster Posey of the Giants was the latest player to announce he was opting out of the upcoming abbreviated season. He and his wife, having just adopted 2 twin daughters born prematurely, he preferred not to play in order to minimize the risk of exposing them to COVID-19 at a time when their health is very fragile. What a different world it was in 2020. 0-2 from Chadwell, ground ball to short, could be 2. Tossed to second for 1. Kohlmeyer's relay not in time. Good speed there by Murphy to beat it out. Maddox Land erased on the fielder's choice. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
Batter, number 13, Mario Magana Jr.
Final history note on this day in 2021. Just a day before the All-Star break, Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna tore his ACL, vainly trying to corral a fly ball off the bat of Marlins Jazz Chisholm. That pitch misses. Turned into an inside-the-park home run. Acuna at the time in 2021 led the NL with runs scored at 74 and was voted a starter in the All-Star game. He needed to undergo season-ending surgery. Well, if you remember back, 2021, the Braves won the World Series. That pitch is swung on and hit into right field. Backing up and making the catch out there is Green, and that will do it here in the 7th. Chadwell gets through the inning scoreless, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. 10-2, Strasburg on top. Bottom of the 7th, Strasburg leading 10-2. J.W. Kohlmeyer leads off, and the umpire gets a piece of it in the mask. Well, yeah. It got the umpire. In the neck area, maybe even the collarbone. So they're going to take a moment to check on the umpire. While they do that, we'll be right back. All right, we're back to play after the umpire got hit on the foul ball. It's 0-1 to J.W. Kohlmeyer. Swing and a miss. Kohlmeyer not really seeing short all that well to this point. They're going to go right back out there. Yeah. Kohlmeyer down on strikes. One out here in the 7th.
The batter, number 12, Jay Douglas.
And it brings up Jay Douglas, who is 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, 3 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. So that's the good news for Strasburg, is when Jay has gotten on tonight, which has been every time, he scored. His singles have turned into doubles because he has stolen second. See if he can do it again here in the bottom of the 7th. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Strasburg 14 hits. Newmarket was 6. 8-run advantage for the Express. 0-1 to Jay Douglas coming up. That's just off the plate. Good pitch there from Short. 43 pitches for Short, 30 of them for strikes. And that's in there, 1-2. Douglas behind, top of the lineup to follow, and Caden Haywood. Swing and a miss. And Short, who I mentioned earlier has been the closer all year for the Rebels, has looked good in relief.
50, Caden Haywood.
So 2 outs now, back-to-back punch-outs to start the 7th, and here's Caden Haywood. Haywood is 2 for 4, 2 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. That's a strike. Oh, 0-1 to Haywood. Swing and a foul held on to by the catcher. 0-2. Looking to strike out the side, and order is Short. And that misses, 1-2. Wondering if this could be the last outing for Short. That's why they're putting him in this role. 1-2. Shack swing on a breaking ball. Did he go? No, he did not, says the first base umpire. I tell you, when you've got a good fastball like he has it, and then you can throw that off-speed pitch and locate it where you want it, that's pretty nasty. It's hard for guys to get on it. 2-2 to Haywood. And he froze him. Strikeout looking. Short strikes out the side in order in the 7th. 10-2 Strasburg as we go to the 8th here on the Express Baseball Network. Noah Lafine will take over for Strasburg as the Express make a call to the bullpen. Lafine will be the 4th pitcher of the night. Noah is a 5'11" right-hander out of VMI from Uniontown, Ohio. He will relieve Jacob Chadwell, who went an inning, allowing 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Lafine facing 4-5-6, and the first pitch is a called strike to Joe Terranova, who has walked twice and lined out to right. Strasburg looking to pick up 6 more outs here and put this thing away in a big division game against the Rebels. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Ball and a strike. Fouled back. That got the umpire again. Straight back into the mask. Might have to take tomorrow night off after this last couple of hits on him. One and two now to Terranova. That misses. 2-2. Fouled back.
Heidi Michael won the grilled cheese tickets, and Warren Hamrick won the gift bag of goodies. Congratulations to both.
LaFine again, the righties kick and the pitch. That's high, 3-2. LaFine shakes off one sign, and he will get ready and wind and deal. And he goes with a 3-2 breaking ball in a 10-2 game, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk to start the 8th inning here. Terranova has walked 3 times tonight. And here's Carter McKay. He is 1 for 3 with a single, a fly out, and a pop out. And he swings and hits a fly ball to right center field, playable out there for Douglas. Jay will make the catch in right center, and there's 1 out. So a quick out there for LaFine. Here's Mario Lopez, the catcher. Lopez 1 for 3, RBI single back in the 6th inning. He's also struck out swinging and struck out looking. Looked pretty good off the bat, but didn't have much on it. All right, see if Strasburg can turn 2 here on the catcher. That pitch misses, ball 1. Again, we want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. North Division matchup as we get toward the end of the regular season and ready for the playoffs. 1-0. Swinging a high pop-up into left. Haywood backing up. Douglas is going to get out of the way. The catch is made by Haywood, and there are 2 outs.
Left fielder number 17, Matt Murchison.
I know it doesn't mean anything, but the Rebels have hit some majestic pop-ups tonight. Got the fireworks going off beyond right field. We can't see them, but we can hear them. Oh, I can't see them. Oh, now I can. Pitch misses, ball 1 to Matt Murchison, who has flown out, doubled, scored a run, and struck out swinging. One-0. Back pick to first, not in time. Wonder if they have any of the West Virginia fireworks. Those are the interesting ones. 2 balls, no strikes now to Murchison. And not close, 3-0. So LaFine having some control issues here in this 8th inning, trying to reel it back in a bit. After the leadoff walk, he got the fly out to center, fly out to left, now behind 3-1, make it 3-0 to Lopez, or Murchison. He'll be taking all the way, and it's a strike. 3-1. Want to remind everyone to visit our team website, strasburgexpress.org. We've got a lot of information on there, including our partnership Swing for Health with TRG, Diabetes Reversal Group. And click on their logo at the bottom of the site. That is chopped first base side foul, 3-2. We also have a partnership with Game Run. That is a AI-based company that works with athletes of different sports, and for baseball and softball in particular, you can take a video clip of your batting or your pitching. You can upload it, and within about 3 minutes, it gives you all sorts of really good information to help your game. 3-2, runners going. The pitch is swung on and lined to second, and Kohlmeyer snags it out of the air, and that will do it here on the top of the 8th. Strasburg leading 10-2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll return after this on the Express Baseball Network. Bottom of the 8th we go. New pitcher for the Newmarket Rebels. It is the side armor, Caden Freeman. And the first pitch to Tommy Kerwin misses. Caden Freeman, 5'11" righty from Jones College out of Holly Springs, Mississippi. Last time I said Holy Springs. This time I got it right. First try. Yeah. Have we seen a hit by pitch tonight? 1-0. And nearly getting one right there. That was behind Kerwin, 2-0. That was close. 2 balls, no strikes now to Kerwin, who has had a nice night. 3 for 4, 3 singles, an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. Swing and a miss. I think that was ball 3. But it looked good, 2-1. 2-1 low, 3-1. Final line for Caleb Short. Did a nice job. 3 1/3, allowed just 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He didn't walk anyone. He struck out 7. 3-1 to Kerwin. And that's foul, 3-2. So after Adler, Holtz gave up 9 runs over 3 2/3. Short gave up 1 run over 3 1/3. Just never know on any given night. No rhyme or reason. 3-2 to Kerwin. And a pop-up third base side. It's out of play. Still 3-2. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Express as we play here tonight, moving ahead the next couple of days. The Express will be on the road at Winchester tomorrow night. That'll be a big game against the North Division leaders. Kerwin takes ball 4. So there's a leadoff walk, and Ben Green comes to the plate.
Now batting number 11, Ben Green.
So in Winchester tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Back here on Sunday, that'll be a 6 o'clock start against the Woodstock River Bandits. That'll also be another big game. And fortunately for Strasburg, there are no more games against the South Division. They finished this season going 1-5 against the South. They want to forget about them. Here's Green, and the pitch is a strike. Problem is, if you get to the championship, well, you're going to have to play the South. And unless Covington gets there, the Express do not have a win against any of them. 0-1 to Green. That's high, 1-1. Then next week, Wednesday, the Express are in Purcellville. Thursday, we're here against Front Royal. Friday at Winchester again. And back here Saturday to finish the regular season against Newmarket. Runner goes, the pitch is a ball, throw to second. Not in time. Close play. Good effort tag out there by Hairston, excuse me. So Kerwin steals the base. He's in scoring position. And now Green trying to drive him in. Ben doesn't have a hit tonight, which is kind of surprising. He's 0 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice. He's walked. Scored a couple of runs. And that's inside, 3-1. And that misses, ball 4, and Marshall McGowan will have a chance here. Well, actually, if he hits a triple, I don't think he could hit a triple here, could he?
Number 22, Marshall McGowan.
Meaning scoring-wise, because it's an 8-run game. Yeah, okay. So McGowan needing a triple for the cycle. Here's the pitch. That's down and in, ball 1. He has walked, hit a grand slam, singled and doubled. He has 2 runs scored, and he has a stolen base. Can't forget about that back in the 6th inning. The winning run at first base and Ben Green. Kerwin at second. The 1-0. That's in there. A correction. Ball 2. Okay, according to McGowan, it was a rise ball. It was going up. So from our vantage point, it looked like it was in there, but it was actually going up. 2-0. That misses, 3-0. Oh, look at the pitcher. He's like looking out like, where is that? McGowan actually just looked down to the third base coach and was wondering if he has the green light here. I think you give it to him. 3-0. And he takes for a strike, 3-1. 10-2 our score, bottom of the 8th. Strasburg with the winning run at first. McGowan at the plate, nobody out. 3-1 from Freeman. Fouled back, 3-2. Full count. Swing and a foul tip held on to by the catcher. And McGowan is out for the first time tonight. He goes down swinging. There's one out here in the 8th.
Now batting number 10, Brian Trujillo.
Here is Brian Trujillo, the DH. He has 1 for 4, double and a run scored in the 4th inning. And he takes outside, ball 1. Get one more update of the Valley League scores here in just a moment. 1-0. Outside, 2-0. All right, let's see. Winchester leading Front Royal 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Percival leading Woodstock 10-4 in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0. Fouled away. Stanton with a 2-run lead, 7-5 over Waynesboro in the top of the 5th. Culpeper and Harrisonburg apparently rained out, and then Covington and Charlottesville also rained out. So Front Royal and Woodstock both lose tonight. They're going to be putting themselves in a tough spot over the next week. 2-1. That's in there, 2-2. So after the double leadoff walk, a strikeout and a 2-2 count to Brian Trujillo. And a ground ball foul, first base side. That might have been a game ender if that was a fair ball down into that corner near the gravel on the warning track. So the at-bat will continue. Ground ball to short. Should be 2. Going in second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play. Well, leadoff walks just aren't scoring tonight. Double leadoff walk, and they don't get anything. Strasburg 10, Newmarket 2. We go to the top of the 9th. We'll be back after this. Strasburg leading Newmarket 10-2 as we make it to the top of the 9th inning. Rebels needing 8 to tie, 9 to go ahead. It'll be 8-9-1. Matt Murphy, Maddox Land, and Jackson Hairston. And they will face Jaden White, who will take over here in the 9th inning. White has been one of the 2 closers for the Express this year. First pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. This is the 11th outing for White. He has an ERA of 2.08, record of 1-1. He has struck out 18 over 13 innings. 0-1 is up and in, 1-1. Final line for Strasburg's Noah LaFine. He goes an inning and walks 1. 1-1 is a fister to second. Colemeyer fields, throws to first, 1 out here in the 9th. And it brings up Maddox Land, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 12, Maddox Land.
White also enters tonight with 3 saves, which is a tie for the lead on the team with Colton Starling also having 3. And then Noah LaFine, who was in the game in the 8th inning, also has 1. All right, Land, the left-hander, 1 for 3. He takes a strike from from White, 0-1. A 1. That's in low. Schaefer didn't like it. Ground ball, first base side. McGowan fields it, takes it to the bag, 2 outs.
The batter, number 24, Jackson Hairston.
Rebels down to their last out here in the 9th inning in what has been a pretty dominant performance tonight by the Express. The pitch is a strike, a much-needed bounce back after a very frustrating loss last night to Charlottesville, in which they out-hit the Tom Sox 16-6, but lost the game. 0-1 to Hairston. Now 1-1. Strasburg knocking out 14 hits after 16 last night. 1-1 to Hairston. And White will step off, and so fittingly and so appropriately so that the Express with a win tonight will get right back to 500 again at 15-15 in what has been a 500-like season here in 2026 for the defending Valley League champion Express. One the count. And that's fouled away. 1-2 now. Rebels down to their last out. For Newmarket, they're continuing to tread some water here as we inch closer to the playoffs. Barring an absolutely insane comeback here, the Rebels are going to fall to 2 below 500. 1-2, grounded foul and into the dugout. And again, these two teams separated by just percentage points entering this game in the standings. So Newmarket's going to fall down a little bit further. It'll be their 15th loss of the year. It'll match Strasburg in the loss column, but Strasburg's going to go up 2 games on them in the win column as that pitch just misses from White, 2-2. Jaden White looking to finish it off here in the top of the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in a 10-2 game. He sets and delivers, and the pitch is up and in. That's ball 3. Okay, Schaefer and White are trying to argue that he might have been hit, but the pitch was over the plate, and therefore he may have moved his arm into the way. But how fitting, with 2 outs in the 9th, we get our first hit by pitch of the game. Here is the next batter, grounded to third, Mike Murphy. Waiting on it, third baseman, Ruby. He has no play. It'll be an infield single, and the game will continue. First hit for Murphy as it brings up Mario Magana Jr. So after being 1 pitch away, suddenly things will continue on, at least for the time being. An opportunity for us to actually go less than 3 hours tonight. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. The Rebels up to 7 hits now. They pretty much have had a hit every inning for the last 5 or 6 innings straight. 0-1. Popped up 0-2, and White in the Express, again, a strike away from getting back to the 500 mark. And what has been the elusive 500 mark this year in the Valley League. Not many are there. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And a called strike 3 will end it here tonight as the Express get back in the win column with a victory over their rivals from Newmarket by a final score of 10-2. And with the win, Strasburg back up to 500 at 15-15. Meanwhile, the Newmarket Rebels falling 2 games below 500. They're now 13-15 on the season. Oh, a fast start tonight for the Express. They scored a run in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. And then for the Rebels, 1 in the fifth and 1 in the sixth. Strasburg, 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. And Newmarket, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Game time tonight, 2 hours and 50 minutes. And on the offensive side for Strasburg, led by Marshall McGowan. He had himself a big night. McGowan 3 for 4, a double, a home run, 2 runs scored, a walk, and a stolen base. He had a grand salami in the second inning, and that really broke things open against the starter, Adler Holtz. So Holtz takes the loss tonight. The win will go to Godwin. And no save here tonight in this one. Kerwin, 3 hits for Strasburg. Talked about McGowan. Jay Douglas had 3 hits. Caden Haywood with 2. Silas Schaefer with 2. And Brian Trujillo had 1. And the winning effort tonight for the Express. Again, Strasburg is on the road tomorrow night to take on the first place Winchester Royals. You can watch that game on the Royals YouTube page. And then we'll return here on Sunday night at 6 o'clock. As the Express will host their rivals from Woodstock, and we look forward to talking to you again then. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight from First Bank Park here on the 10th of July in 2026. Strasburg wins at 10-2, and they have their record back to 500 at 15-15. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Have a great Saturday, and we'll talk to you again on Sunday. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.